Hello guys, and welcome to another Red Life Studio episode. Please subscribe and give me a like, and share my videos if you're enjoying them. Also, feel free to leave me a comment below. Now let's begin with today's stories.
Fiance, F27, cheated on me, M26, with a childhood friend. So for context, my fiancé, who I'll call E, was invited to go to a concert with her childhood friend, who I'll call J. She didn't make mention of it until about a week after she got the invitation and accepted. Though I was annoyed that she would accept it on a whim given we're still in a pandemic, I figured it would be alright if she was able to do something nice as long as she stayed safe, and let me know when she got there, when she left, and if she was okay and safe. E promised she would be okay as she trusts Jay enough, despite my gut not liking Jay very much, though admittedly, I couldn't tell why. However, on the night of the concert, I got no word for either of the two and I started to get worried. It wasn't until the next morning around 6 to 7 a.m. that I got an answer. E insisted they were fine and she was heading home, but it felt off. I ignored it for another week until he finally told me why she didn't call or text me that night. She got insanely drunk, tried cocaine, and had a one-night stand with said childhood friend. He thought it was okay because it was somebody she thought she could trust. I just feel crushed. I thought I could trust her enough to at the very least be safe. I told Jay off soon afterwards on not looking out for her, and all he had to say for it was, okay, and? Nothing feels the same anymore. Despite us talking about it and somewhat agreeing to working on mending things, nothing feels the same, from being around each other to being intimate, and on top of that we were supposed to get married within the year. I'm not sure if I still want to continue and see if we can mend things or just break things off. TLDR. Fiance cheated on me with childhood friend within the year we're supposed to get married, unsure if I want to stay in relationship or not. Comment 1. I'm in my 50s. I do not know of a single relationship amongst my friends where at least one partner hasn't cheated at least once. One couple have been happily married for over 20 years. I know the wife has had a few affairs and the husband has had one. Neither of them know about each other's affairs. My point? We are humans. We've evolved to stray a bit from time to time. The younger generations that frequent these threads and offer advice seem very naive and inexperienced in life to me. Maybe it's the consequence of growing up on a diet of Disney films? Regardless, life is short. Don't waste it being unhappy. If that means leave them and move on, then move on. If that means accepting she had a great night out and still wants to be with you, then stay with her. Just don't waste time making a drama out of it. Comment 2. That's a wrap for that relationship and friendship. Cut them both off for good and never ever look back. Especially after she gave such a DB reason for doing that along with your so-called friend's response. Easy decision actually. Next story. I, M26, confessed to my best friend, F27, and she feels the same, but she's already in a relationship. So I'd been hanging out with this girl for around 3 years at this point, and by now we already recognize each other as best friends. We TSLK about everything and we do it every day of the week. The thing is, I've recently realized that I've developed romantical feelings for her after one of my friends jokingly made a comment on how it looked like I was in love with this girl, and my brain didn't immediately deny it, which made me freak out since she has been in a 6-year-old relationship and I didn't want to make things weird between us. Anyways, I kept my feelings a secret for a couple of months until it became unbearable to hang around her anymore cause my brain wouldn't shut up about the way I feel about her, and I didn't want to just ghost her and leave her wondering what happened. Someone did that to me in the past and I know how shitty it can feel, so I decided to tell her about the way I felt, and she was understandably surprised. We talked about how it all started and what all of that meant for the friendship. But after a couple of days she asked me, what if I told you I've felt the same for some time now? And that just sent me on a spiral. On one hand, I'd love to take things with her to the next level and explore a relationship with her, but that'd be in a perfect world because in eyes one she's already in a relationship. Now the way I see it is I have two options. Tell her that I want her and try to start a relationship after some time, which would mean she'd have to break up with her current BF, and the way my head is excusing this is that it hasn't been a happy relationship for some time. They don't hang out anymore, talk to each other only through text and just twice a day, plus they don't share any hobbies. But I've some circles of friends have told me, well, who is to say that she wouldn't do the same to you if you were her BF? And that does scare me, but I also want to say I know her well enough to know it isn't like that, but that makes me unsure. End the friendship on good terms, since I know myself and I know I'm gonna be hung up on her for a while, and I gotta think about my own mental health, and I simply could not be in a friendship with someone who I feel this way for. It'd hurt a lot, but it might be for the better. I'd appreciate some guidance. Comment 1. Hey there. It's understandable to be in this situation, and it's great you opened up to your friend. Life isn't always clear-cut. Respect her commitment and give her space to figure things out. Have an honest talk about your feelings and concerns. Emotions are complex, so trust your instincts and take it one step at a time. Take some time to evaluate what you truly want. Can you wait and see if things change on her end? Or would it be better for your mental health to step back and give yourself space? Remember, you deserve to be with someone who can fully commit to a relationship with you. Most importantly, prioritize your well-being, maintain the friendship, and be open to whatever happens. Remember, life is full of surprises. Just take a breath, be honest, and go with the flow. Sometimes, things have a way of working themselves out, so be patient and give it some time. Comment 2. In what way is it alright to confess your feelings to someone you know is already in a relationship? I recommend the second option. Story 2. My F26 friend, F27, is a serial cheater, and when I advise her not to do so to her boyfriend, M26, she got really defensive and told me to mind my own business. What should I do? So, this friend and me go back about a decade together, and she is really hot. Like at an astronomical level, and she can get about any guy she wants. She has had the same boyfriend for the last 10 years. Since we are really close to each other, she has always confided in me every time she has cheated on the man. Back then, I was extremely naive and I would be kind of impressed because I had only seen this in the shows and movies. Also, later on we found out that her boyfriend was also cheating on her. I know that they had a toxic relationship because she would fight with him every day and beat him up too. He would cheat on her with any new girl, but still beg her to stay. As years went on, I kept advising her to break up and leave the toxicity, but she would only go on to find a new guy and cheat on her boyfriend, yet stay with him through it all. It was almost like she found some sort of satisfaction from this cycle. The boyfriend and my friend got married 2 years ago, and guess what? They both cheated on each other a few months into the marriage. The difference was that my friend said she had finally found the man of her dreams and that she would divorce her husband for this guy. So, the following year, they go divorced, and right now she is living in with her now boyfriend that she cheated on her then husband with. Now, she is cheating on her boyfriend with her ex-husband. And she comes to me to brag about all her secret sessions with her ex and tries to discuss with me how to go sneaking about. She knows that I had a cheating ex who was extremely abusive towards me, and her cheating triggers me. I have told her many times that, but she doesn't seem to care. Last night, I told her to just cut things with her boyfriend if she really wants to be back with her ex, and she got extremely defensive. She said that no one is a goody two-shoes in this world and that I need to mind my own business and to leave her be. I don't know what to say, as this isn't a one-time thing. She is a serial cheater and doesn't give a fuck who she hurts to get what she wants. I really love her, but I can't bear to see this going on. I don't want to risk our friendship because she is my closest and dearest friend, but it hurts me to see her do this to every guy she meets. I don't know what to do, if there even is anything I can do. Please help me process this. Thank you. TLDR. My closest friend is a serial cheater and is cheating on her boyfriend with her ex-husband. I told her not to do so, and she got defensive. It rubs me the wrong way. What do I do? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you would like to see more, feel free to subscribe.